Hey guys, sun's up, solar's up. So, I got problems. I got practical problems, and I have mental problems. Maybe I should say social, civic problems. Man, my ex-wife. But let's start off with the practical. Man, I need some conduit for this. This looks so bad. But if I get conduit for it, should I put it underground? I mean, I really don't think I can run it with, I really don't think I can run the cable up high anywhere. That'll look even worse. Now, for my messed up janky wiring, ultimately what I did is I took 14 or 16 gauge wire and pigtailed them on with Moretz onto the magical automatic snap-on thing, because we don't have those automatic snap-on things everywhere around here. And someone had mentioned that that's okay just as long as I have like weatherproofed cable. So now I'm looking up here at this stuff. This stuff seems like it's been weathered. I wonder how many years do you think that stuff will last up here? Ah, it all looks so different from this side. With the setup as it is now, I'm making 0.02 Varus coin and, whatever on the world community grid. Here I go again. This isn't a hoarder house. No, this isn't a hoarder house at all. Haha, there are no strings on me. I'm not connected to the globe network of... Oh, wait, I guess I am. At the same time, Dad, can you, get that put away? I don't know what he's got it out here for. He's trying to clean it? Does he want it not to be dirty? Can I fold it? But, that's like a dad project, right? You gotta let it sit for a few days before you give him crud about it. I mean, I could help him with it, but that would mean talking to him when he's grumpy. And I would rather just, do the solar. The Solidora! We're getting 2 gigahertz off, 2 mega hash, I guess. And then over here on the i7, we're getting 3.5 mega hash. And up here we got the, I hate pop-ups. Oh, you're doing 7 now. Oh, good job. Okay. All right, good job. I thought it was doing 5. Okay, 4th gen i7 does 5? No, I must have that wrong, because that's 10th gen. And also under there, I have Microsoft Surface. Oh, I gotta get that thing running. Before I do that, let's talk a little... So if you're watching this, you're probably not exactly part of the 1%. And I gotta say, is that guys who aren't part of the 1%, life ain't getting frickin' easier, eh? Like, in no way. Like, the jobs are harder, the jobs that are more available pay less, and they get you less. It's like they get you coming and they get you going frickin' everywhere. So get this, my ex is in hospital because she has cancer. She has breast cancer. Now she has diverticulitis associated with it. And oh man, I got so much to worry about there. I think she might be getting addicted to the opiates that they're giving her, and she's doing the same thing that her mother did, where she just gets addicted to it and she can't go back to work, but she just sits there on it. At the same time, she doesn't get any money. She's not going to be able to keep her trailer, and she's going to have to go back to her parents' place. Her parents' place is unfreaking conscionable, my guys. I am absolutely 100%. Okay, let me tell you a story about what happened at her parents' place. Like, you think you've heard freaking bad. Oh man, I got a story. So this place is so frickin' rough. They got all kinds of dogs, a lot of little dogs, a few medium-sized dogs. And there was always Grandpa. Before he passed away, he was the steward of the house. He was the one that looked after everything. And when the craziest things happened, he was the individual that came out and rattled the saber, or got the tractor ready, or did something to ensure that the family got ahead. They also did a lot of other funny stuff. But there was love in that family. That's not the point. No one got abused by anyone unless it was like a smack in the head. But the rats, the mice, I mean, it was so bad. You step into the place and it smells like pee, but like all kinds of pee. A mixture of pee, horse pee, cow pee, because they had the farm, right? And in and of itself is okay, but you have to clean every now and then. And they just don't put in the time to clean. The wallpaper that was white was black, but it wasn't just that smell. It was the smell of the rats and the mice. And man, once you've been in certain houses that have termites, rats, mice, you know the smell. And just coming into that place hit me in the face. Wow. And if she can't keep paying down her trailer, then she's going to have to move back there. Holy crap. My kid's already got a disability. What am I going to do, Litchy Poo? What am I going to do? Skelly Beans, you got to set sail for fail for me anyway. So she ends up going into cancer clinic, and she's in the hospital for diverticulitis. And that's like horrible to me. It's an emergency situation. I'm right there right away. You know what I mean? Hey, birdie. So yeah, I'm going in there, bringing the kids into her, see her twice a day, all that fun stuff, and supporting her, checking out all of her stuff. Yay, we're up to 8,000. Anyways, and then, only then, I'm bringing the kids into her twice a day, and she launches an angry lawyer after me. Holy crap. And she expected me to bring the kids back to see her the next day after sending her lawyers after me. In this, I'm starting to understand why the suicide rate in men is raising drastically, especially in my area. Legitimately, if there are any women that have any interactions with shelters at all, ask the shelters how often or do you see a spike in the suicide of abusers? If you're in my area, you're going to get an answer yes, if they dare to answer you. So yeah, we're not supposed to talk about dark things. We're only supposed to talk about happy things, because if you talk about the dark one, you give dark one the power. But after a certain point, you kind of got to kick at the darkness until it bleeds daylight. You got to shine a light to keep the evil at bay. And if you don't take the responsibility to do that, are you really a citizen or like a civilian of your country? Are you really human? Isn't to be human not to sit and observe, but to act? And if I see an issue, is it not reasonable for me to do something about it? Now, I strongly feel, and I feel like after COVID, after the Me Too movement, we have a whole lot more people understanding abuse in multiple directions, and a whole lot more people accepting certain types of abuses happen, but particularly leaning on abuses towards women. And within this, we also have a culture of women who, let's face it, there are individuals, men and women, that calculate things to see what the government will get them, and then live their life kind of accordingly. And there are absolutely women that just love leaning on systems in order to get money. And unfortunately, this Me Too movement and now our growing understanding of abuse has retroactively brought more women to trauma situations. And I mean, like, they're going back in their past or remembering and saying, oh, this was trauma. And some, a very small few of them, use that in order to benefit themselves and not their children. And by saying that this doesn't happen, I think is a horrible thing for our children. We have to identify that there are some women like this, and that we have to watch out for them and love our children sometimes more than we love ourselves, perhaps. I don't know. So I'm waxing intellectual a little bit here, but apparently you're supposed to get that mask on. If your plane's going down, you're supposed to get the mask on before you help the kids, but I'm not sure I'd want to live if the kids weren't living. But I think the kids would manage to get on if they kept living. You're supposed to do that thing for yourself where you're supposed to put the mask on yourself. But in and of itself, I feel like that mentality has led us to a point where our children, especially in Canada, can no longer afford housing. And now in Canada, it's a thing where there are legitimately people getting rooms for sex. Like, it's a sugar daddy thing. The culture's changed. Everyone knows about this stuff. But also within all of this, we are pushing our children towards situations where they have no choice but to give their bodies up for a room. Hopefully they'll be of age. But man, as everything's changing, I'm getting really concerned. Thanks for listening to me, guys, for letting me talk about that. I'm going to be able to sleep better tonight. Have a good one. Take care of each other.